Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a really random, weird video. Basically, last night I woke up in the middle of the night, and I do this sometimes, and I have really weird dreams. When it's a dream that's quite disturbing or that I really remember vividly when I wake up, I have to Google what it means and I have to look into it because it's just so interesting. Sometimes you have a dream and you think that it's really random and that your mind is making it up, and then you Google it and you find out that it actually means something. I full on shook myself last night when I started Googling some of the dreams that I've had or that I had last night. It is insane that the human mind can link certain images to meaning a certain thing. For instance, if you have a dream that you're shaving a dog, it means that you're in a controlling relationship. Like, why do we all have the same dream? Like, everyone that's in a controlling relationship will have a dream where they're shaving a dog. How insane is that? That's so insane. And if anyone knows anything about psychology or anything behind why our brains conjure up certain images, please let me know, because I find it so freaking interesting that we're all individual human beings, and yet when we have a dream and it relates to like anxiety or something, it's all the same imagery, and I find that so insane. I'm going to read you some of my tweets from the middle of the night last night. It's just insane that I had a dream like this after these tweets. So the anxiety is back. This will be important in a minute. Basically, I was having a panic attack. I can't even tell you what triggered it. It just kind of happened, and I just started panicking and I felt like I couldn't breathe. You know what a panic attack is like. I don't know why I started having one, because I'd taken my medication and I haven't been overthinking this week, but it just came out of nowhere like it does. Then I tweeted, my heart is racing, my palms are sweating, I feel like I can't breathe, I love this feeling. I love this feeling is also sarcasm. Obviously, someone tweeted me like, you love the feeling? And I was like, dude, sarcasm, hello. Then I woke up 8 hours ago apparently. I was up till 3 AM because I couldn't sleep. Yeah, good times. And I tweeted, had a dream where my bro gave me Japanese pills that were red and told me they were sweets but turned out to be drugs, so I had to go to hospital because I'm already on meds. I don't know what that means, lol. Thought I'd share that with you all. My throat was blocked, I had to keep pulling it out. Now I remember this dream in vivid detail, and the main reason I remember it is because I detailed it on my Twitter, and I do that sometimes because who's got time to pick up a notepad and a pen and write it down? So I just tweet about it, and then in the morning I've forgotten about it until I look at my phone and I look at my Twitter and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. I dreamt that my brother was offering me these like red pills, and I took them thinking that they were sweets or something. So I eat a whole bunch of them like I do. I remember they tasted like strawberry in the dream. I don't know if that means anything. After I had taken them, somehow I figured out that they were actual pills and drugs. I went running to my mum, of all people. I remember I ran in the kitchen. Max was there, my dog, and I was like, Mum, I'm gonna overdose, I'm gonna die, help me, I'm already on medication, I'm gonna die. Like, as if eating a whole packet of red drugs wouldn't already kill me. Like, it doesn't matter that I'm already on medication, I'm gonna die anyway eating that many pills. And then she's like, put your fingers down your throat, try and get the drugs out. And as I start reaching down my throat, I've had this dream before with gum, where you're pulling it out and your throat's closed and it's making me feel sick. It just keeps coming and you can't get it all out, and it just goes on forever, and your mouth is just full of this gum-like substance. I've had this dream so many times, so I know that it's related to anxiety. I tweeted, if anyone wants to analyse my dream and tell me what it means, that's cool. I'm sure having gum stuck in your throat means something because I've had that before. And it did. I said, makes sense. Okay, dream analysis over now, I'm going back to sleep. And I googled gum stuck in mouth dream like I have before, and it said, to dream that you are unable to get rid of your gum suggests that you are experiencing some indecision, powerlessness or frustration. You may lack understanding in a situation or find that a current problem is overwhelming. The gum in your mouth is a metaphor for something that you are trying to process or digest. And that is insane. I'm not going to go into my own personal life right now, but things that I'm worrying about and things that I can't get out of my mind, and the reason that I can't sleep or anything at the moment, it's insane that that's what the dream means, and it just blows my mind, man. The human brain is crazy. Like, seriously, the fact that everyone in that kind of position has a dream about gum filling their mouth, I'm sorry, but that's insane. And then I did a second tweet. I clearly didn't go back to bed. Oh my god, this is so accurate. Why is the human mind like this? I'm scared. The gossip part, what the fuck? And anxiety and health. Oh my god, I'm mind fucking myself right now. I googled what it means to dream about medication because I've never dreamt about medication before that I can remember. Medication is a symbol of anxiety and health. It is a good sign, but if you dream of the tablets, you must pay attention to small details. Drugs can also portend excitement and worries for the loved ones. However, excessive guardianship will only cause some negative emotions. Therefore, if you had such a dream, it is necessary to forget about means of excessive care and guardianship. Your close people are fine, they are healthy, and nothing portends trouble. Then, it says different ways of taking the medication. So like, if you take it with food, this dream tells you that all diseases will be quickly treated and you will forget about the malice. This dream marks the happy ending of the transaction started recently. It doesn't relate to me because I didn't take the tablets with food in the dream. If you buy medicines and tablets in a dream, it bodes that in the next month you will move into a new apartment or house. How crazy is that? I'm sorry, but I just don't understand. Like, if you buy tablets in a dream, it means that you're gonna move house soon. Like, how weird is that? That your brain links these two things together and everyone does this. Like, I don't understand. Someone in the comments tell me about psychology or something because this is blowing my mind. If you take medicines in a dream but it tastes bitter and nasty, it tells you should not rush when making important decisions. Best of all is to wait at least one day. I didn't have that either. They tasted quite nice in my dream. Don't know what that means. And this is the one that freaked me out because this is what relates to me and this is what I dreamt. If a woman takes small pills, the dream suggests that insignificant squabble, jealousy and gossip will no longer bother her. If the dreamer is the source of infection, he/she should stop throwing mud at close people, even if they deserve such attitude. And that is insane because lately all I've been thinking to myself is I need to stop gossiping and I need to stop talking to people about things and I just need to live my life. Stop worrying and stop listening to what other people might think about me and stop worrying about what people might think of me. And it's just insane that that came up in a dream. Like, I'm worrying about it that much that I had a dream that relates to it, and I don't know, that just really freaked me out when I read it because I made a secret pact with myself that's not so secret now, but I made a secret pact with myself this week that I was gonna, be a more friendly person, just focus on my goals, focus on my career, focus on my YouTube, just focus on what I want from life rather than focusing on the negative. And the fact that it says he/she should stop throwing mud at close people even if they deserve such attitude. I do feel like sometimes when I get into arguments or whatever with people in my family or whatever, I do get very, very angry and very defensive and I really go in, and that is something I try to work on not doing. The last thing that you can have, but this doesn't relate to me, in an erotic dream book, if you take medicine in a dream, it tells you that you are uncertain and shy in bed. I've never had an erotic dream where I suddenly take some pills. Like, what the hell? If you've had any of these dreams, that's what they mean. I just thought this would be really interesting to kind of look into because I've never really thought about what my dreams might mean before, and when I do look it up, I'm so mind blown by the human mind, by what my subconscious is telling me and by what I'm worrying about. And sometimes you don't even know you're worrying about these things, and then you look it up from your dream and you're like, damn, this makes so much sense with my life right now. Maybe next time I have a weird dream, I will share it with you guys. And I wanted to say, if you're suffering with... Why am I getting so emotional? If you're suffering with any kind of anxiety or anything mentally, I just want you to know that... I don't know why I'm giving advice when I'm not okay myself, but I just want you to know that you're not the only one going through it, and I don't know, maybe we are normal because loads of people have anxiety and loads of people go through these feelings. It's just not really talked about that often, and when I try and explain that I have anxiety to people, they don't really get it. Some people really do and some people just really don't. Just think that people need to do a little bit more research into anxiety and not just assume that people are attention seeking or... Why do I have such a cold right now? Making a big spectacle or being SJWs or trying to frickin' use mental illness as some kind of fashion accessory. Maybe take into consideration that they might actually be suffering and you might actually not see everything that they're going through. And if you are noticing certain things about someone and you're pointing it out to them and you can just tell that it's like quite a regular thing, like I'm getting out of breath right now, they're not okay, maybe think about, I wouldn't really approach them and ask them if they're okay. For me, I like to be left alone with my anxiety and for people to just pretend like they can't see me shaking, but like think before you talk sometimes and just try and be friendlier to everyone around you, because sometimes it's really invisible and you can't see it. Anyway, this suddenly turned into a PSA. You can like, you can subscribe, you can turn on my notifications to be notified when I make a new video, comment down below, and I'm sorry for this really random video. I just thought it was an interesting topic and I thought I'd share a little bit into my mind right now. I don't want to share too much. I just want people to know that they're not alone in these thoughts, do you know what I mean? So cheesy. Okay, I'm gonna go now. See ya.